Good afternoon and welcome back to the YouTube channel, everyone. Now, I know it's been a bit of a while since I posted an update, and I just wanted to share my latest project with you. So, I'm sharing with you my son's current Toyota Aygo, which is a Category S, an absolute shed, which he's been driving for about a year. Now, as you know, I'm moving abroad, so I'm not looking to invest too much into a car for myself. But my son does some long distance driving to Manchester and London, and I'm just thinking an Aygo is just not a safe car to do it in. So I think I may have found the bargain of the century, and I think it's good to perhaps upgrade my son to a better car and introduce him to the world of modern classics. So I found this car. It's a Mercedes CLK 200. It's a 1.8. As you can see, it looks to be in really good condition, although maybe I've been catfished. The only problem was that even though I did as many checks as I could, the car was very far in Wales, and it was like a 4-hour drive there and a 4-hour drive back. So I decided to just take my chances. And because the price was so low, and it just felt like, yeah, this is the right car for me, I decided to purchase it without looking at it and arranged a trailer to have it delivered. So this is the car I've purchased. As you can see, it's a CLK200 Avantgarde manual. It's a 1.8 four-cylinder engine, which will allow him to get insured because he's just under 21. He will be 21 in August, when I expect the insurance for this car will be a lot easier. But it seems to be quite a tidy car. It's been in storage for about a year because it's only done 20 miles between the last two MOTs, so that all adds up. But apart from that, it seems like a all right car. I just don't know. I'll find out when it arrives. It hasn't arrived yet, but I will be posting another video tomorrow when I take delivery of this car, just to give you my initial thoughts, and we'll see whether or not I've been catfished by these lovely professional pictures, and maybe the reality is going to be something very different. But in the pictures, the car does look fantastic. And, and I just thought, wow, I'm getting this car for under £2,000. It's got 96,000 miles on the clock. It does have a decent service history and quite a few receipts. The hood seemed to be working fine, and it's just done an MOT on May 23rd of this year. So it's just gone through an MOT. That's been all fine. And yeah, I mean, it's the summer's coming up. It's a convertible. It's a Mercedes. It's reasonably low miles at 96,000 miles for its age. And I paid, wait for it, £1,600 for this car. It was advertised at £1,795. The seller offered to pay towards the delivery of the car, and we agreed a deal at £1,600. I thought, you know what? For £1,600, that's a lot of car for the money. And it's not a bad way to cruise around this summer. If you're a young 21-year-old, you can put the top down and get the wind in your hair. And I think that's kind of money in the bank. You could always drive it for a year and sell it and pretty much get your money back. It won't be a money pit like the Jag. And it's not as complicated for those things to go wrong. I mean, and I'll be driving it I'll be sharing it with my son on the odd occasion. The Audi e-tron is not available or out of range and charge, then I shall jump into this car and do whatever errands I need to run. But yeah, inside it looks pretty tidy. Yeah, I mean, I know it's a really dumb idea to buy a car without looking at it. And just from pictures, but sometimes it's not practical to travel 4 hours to see that you're looking at a lemon. You might as well just do your research remotely and check it out, and if the price is low enough, you know that can't be too much of a financial disaster. So I've taken a punt, and let's see what happens. but I just thought I'd share some pictures with you because these are the pictures, the dream that I've been sold. And tomorrow, as that car arrives on a trailer, we shall see the reality. I've already noticed a dent, which I've booked in for PDR. So I've noticed a dent in the car already, and I've booked it in for PDR. So it's going to get done for that, and it's going to go in to get a full service and a Mercedes health check at the local dealer. They know me quite well, so they'll do a full inspection free of charge, which is fantastic from Mercedes-Benz of Beaconsfield. Appreciate it. And yeah, we'll get it up on a ramp. It is a manual, so it's less desirable. But the reason I went for a manual is because I think, and I've said this to the kids, I think this is the last petrol car that we buy, let alone a manual petrol car that we buy. After this, it's going to be all electric. So I just thought, one last hurrah. Let's have a manual. Let's change some gears, get the top down, and reminisce on how old school motoring used to be and how much fun you can have in the corners when you were changing gears manually. Thankfully, my son has got a manual driving license. Good on him. So he can also enjoy that, but gears are obsolete now. So yeah, looks pretty tidy. The pictures have sold me a dream. Let's see what the reality is. Already I'm starting to see signs of the reality. As you can see, I'll try and zoom in. It's very hard to notice, but there's a significant dent on the lower bumper, which I'll be treating to PDR and hopefully get that out as much as possible. That'll cost me another £100, taking the cost of the car dent-free to £1,700. Plus I paid £300 for delivery. So that's delivered to my door with the dent removed, a year's MOT for £2,000. And I'm going to probably pay about £200-300 for the service. So that's not bad for a fully serviced Mercedes with no dents, a year's MOT, and hopefully plenty of miles of motoring left in it. And plenty of good times to look forward to and a great summer to look forward to. So yeah, let's see how that goes. I will upload a second video when the blind buy arrives at my doorstep. Here's a close-up of the dent that I've noted in the front bumper, which will be subject to the PDR. So yeah, thought I'd share that with you. And as we improve this car, I'll post up some videos of an initial impression, my review of it, and then I'll do a 4-week review and an 8-week review and tell you what's gone wrong with the car, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. So yeah, just thought I'd make a little comeback with this little mini project for my son's next car. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow when I've taken delivery.